Well, now that we're going, thanks, Brittany. Good morning and welcome, everyone. My name is Samantha Beck, and I have the opportunity to serve as Executive Director of LEAD San Diego and to be a part of this amazing program for these amazing honorees that we get to celebrate today. We launched Advance 5 years ago to address the gender gap in the C-suite and boardroom by equipping, empowering, and connecting women leaders to reach the highest levels of their careers. These women are incredibly inspiring, and they're a group that, despite having to go through this program virtually, have all chosen to show up and continue to learn, grow, and create the lives that they want for themselves and to create the change that they want to see in the world. They've been a light in my life, and I've personally learned so much from these women. I would say that before each session, that Advanced Day is the best day, and I truly meant it. Thank you all for your willingness to be authentic, engaged, and vulnerable with each other. We have so many special people in attendance today. To the family, friends, and coworkers that are live streaming through Facebook, we're so glad you could join us, and thank you for lending your coworkers and family to us for the past 6 months. To our mentors who are tuning in, thank you so much for choosing to mentor this year. Mentorship is a huge part of the advanced program, and your time and expertise that each of you bring is invaluable. To our speakers and panelists who gave their valuable time to share their resources and knowledge with us, thank you. Thank you so much for all that you gave to us these past 6 months. And another huge thank you to the LEAD team. This entire program could not have been made possible without Program Director Kim Wen and Brittany Ciordia. You two are the very best. I'm honored to work with you every day, and thank you for ensuring that this program was a success these past 6 months. We, of course, could not have continued this program without our President and CEO, Jerry Sanders. Jerry is a champion of Advance and always been a champion of women in leadership. So please join me in welcoming Jerry Sanders.
Thank you very much, Samantha. For those of you with Episcopal Community Services, Elizabeth is the one who actually got this started 5 years ago when she was at the chamber. And it's now probably our favorite program, and it's just launched a lot of women. So thank you, Samantha, and congratulations to each of the women on completing this year's advanced program. This program means a lot to me, both as a supporter of women as leaders reaching their highest potential, and as a father of an advanced graduate in Class 1. I've seen firsthand the impact this program can have on the lives of our participants and the businesses and families they lead. This program would not be possible without the dedicated LEAD San Diego board members, and I really appreciate them. At the helm is Board Chair Adara Ogunsaji and Vice Chair Vicki Mueller-Burke. And joining us today are several board members, either by the live stream or on the screen. Thank you for dedicating your time and talents to helping coach, mentor, and guide these women. Within our suite of leadership development programs, I'm reminded every year just how special Advance is. Each year, we see a new group of intelligent and capable women elevated in new ways through this training. Over the last 6 months, we've seen invaluable transformations. During this time, the 47 women on your screen have built new relationships, forged new horizons for themselves, and inspire the next generation of leaders. We know that our region needs more women in executive positions. We need more women on our boards and commission. Ensuring the leadership of our companies and organizations is diverse and gender balanced is good for business, and it's good for the economy. We're proud of the work that you've put into this program and look forward to witnessing the fruits of the last 6 months of learning and growth on our region's businesses and organizations. And with that, I'll turn it over to the LEAD Board Chair, Adara.
Thank you, Jerry. Thanks for that introduction. Good morning, everyone. And I'll start off by saying congratulations to the 2021 Advanced cohort. The investment you made in yourself by completing the Advanced program, as you're probably already experiencing and will continue to learn, is invaluable. You know, the LEAD team truly appreciates the commitment that you've made to yourself as well as to this community. We hope that it was also an enjoyable experience. We're so grateful that you trusted LEAD to guide you on this journey, and it was no mean feat. We recognize the sacrifices that you made during this time and appreciate all that you've put in to make it a valuable time for you and the full cohort. For those who are joining via Facebook Live and are not as familiar with LEAD's advanced program, I'll fill you in. Over the last 6 months, these women have spent 2 days of each month learning, networking, and growing in their own personal leadership journey. They've heard from leaders and experts from all over San Diego. They've heard personal stories, received tips and resources on this journey to being better leaders. From navigating strengths to speaking powerfully and effectively to negotiation strategies, these women have done it all. We've witnessed members of this class grow so much individually in their careers and in relationships with each other. And so now that you, the class of 2021, have completed the program, you are welcomed with open arms into the LEAD family. Each of you inspiring women are officially LEAD graduates. And so congratulations. We are looking forward to seeing you and how you affect the positive change in San Diego that you no doubt are already impacting both now and in the future. And I am proud to introduce to you your next speaker. Please welcome Scott Chadwick, City Manager of the City of Carlsbad and Advanced Title Sponsor. Scott?
Great, thank you so much. And first, before I get into my talking points, just want to give a special shout out to my mentee, Jody Bierman, quite possibly one of the most talented military leaders that I've come across, certainly in my career. Jody, it's just been such a pleasure. So that said, it's my pleasure to be among the first to congratulate you on completing LEAD Advance. The City of Carlsbad is very proud to be a sponsor of this program with a goal of making substantive and measurable increase in the number of local women in C-suite and community leadership positions. Now, I bet you didn't know that the City of Carlsbad had its first female city council member in 1952, the year the city was founded, and our first female mayor in 1960. In all, women have served on Carlsbad City Council for a combined total of 100 years. That's okay, but we need to do better. But I will also say that supporting women in leadership is also something, it's an issue that's very personal to me. My mother was the first woman elected to the board of the Grossmont Healthcare District, as well as the first to serve as its president. Going back in time a little further, and for you San Diego residents that are there, or longtime San Diego residents, my great aunt Florence Chadwick was the first woman to swim the English Channel in both directions, setting a time record, by the way. So just again, little bragging rights. But I still have a little more bragging rights because I, of course, am married to a phenomenal female leader, my wife, Christina DeLiva Chadwick, who is an assistant deputy director in the City of San Diego's Park and Rec Department. And together we're raising our 3-year-old daughter, Caroline, who 100% is the biggest leader in our household at the moment. Okay, who am I kidding? She's going to be the leader for a long time coming. But we're all in a time of tremendous change, and the rate of that change is accelerating every day. It makes for an exciting time, but also a really challenging one, when leaders really need to be more nimble than ever, more resilient, more empathetic. It's a tall order, but one that this program has prepared you for. I want to commend you for taking and really making your development a priority. I know with COVID, we've had to adapt the program here and there, little tweaks. It would have been easy to just say, you know what, I'll catch the next session. But that's not what leaders do. Leaders step up, even in challenging circumstances, even when it's not convenient. After all, that's when we need leaders the most. I hope you view today not as an ending, but truly a beginning. You're joining 250 fellow graduates of LEAD Advance in a group of LEAD alumni, more than 3,000 strong, including yours truly. Just as you will find continued mentorship opportunities among LEAD alum, I encourage you to seek out emerging leaders that you can mentor. Pay it forward, please. By continuing to build a community of leaders, we can work collaboratively across industries and issues to positively transform not just our region, but far beyond. You've shown you have the skills, the insight, and the passion needed to tackle the hardest problems. I can't wait to see what you guys do next. However you choose to channel your leadership, I'm expecting great things from this group, and I can't wait to see what you do next. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Scott. Thank you for your sponsorship of this program, but also for your personal investment. that you make through mentorship. For those of you joining, Scott has been a personal mentor through this program for many years, and we're so grateful for that and for your partnership with us and with the city of Carlsbad. So thank you. Again, we can keep talking about how great this program is, but we feel like it's better for you to see it for yourselves. So we've invited two of today's graduates to speak today and tell you their own personal journey through these past 6 months of the advanced program. We'll be featuring Tracy Staten, Recreation Area Manager with the City of Encinitas, and Barbara Orozco Valdivia, Community Relations and Stakeholder Engagement Manager with Blue Shield of California. We are going to start with Tracy.
Thanks, Samantha. First and foremost, I just want to start off by saying that I'm honored to be here and to have been selected to be a part of this truly dynamic group of women. I was looking through my notes, collectively thinking about everything that we've gone through together. And one quote that stood out at me on day one was that the two most important days of your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. That's Mark Twain, but I'm going to challenge Mr. Twain because I don't believe that it's one day that we figure out our why. We don't just wake up one day and say, aha, this is my journey for the rest of my life. And if any of you in this class have had that happen to you, I would love to speak with you further. But I truly believe that it's one step at a time, one aha moment at a time, as we continue to pivot and walk through this journey together, that we continually discover and redefine and polish our whys. And I think that we can all agree that throughout this journey in Lead Advance, that we've seen these moments, these small ahas or big ones from our classmates and maybe even within ourselves. So the benefits of this program have truly been innumerable. There are three that I would just really like to highlight. Connected to, inspired by, and prepared for. So we're so much more connected to ourselves, our why. We're connected to our classmates, to the speakers that have been here and shared their journey, stories, mantras with us, and our mentors, if we were fortunate enough to connect with one of those. It's truly, for me, such a diverse group of talented and uplifting people that we've all been touched by, which leads me to inspired by. I personally have been so inspired by everyone's vulnerability during this journey. It's truly our superpower that I think we've all connected to in different ways. I'm inspired by the strength that I've seen so many of you develop. You know, we become stronger by, if we parallel it to our muscles, we break down our muscles so they become stronger. And in some of this journey, we've broken down pieces of ourselves in order to build ourselves back up and become stronger and more resilient. And I'm truly inspired by some of the people that have shared those stories along the way. And then prepared for. Collectively, we are so much more prepared for what is yet to come. The trials and challenges that we've yet to face, the ones that we've shared within this group, the transitions, you know, Barbara's transition, Keely's transition, so many other women here are going through transitions or exploring what those are. Myself included, I transitioned from one municipality onto a promotional opportunity in another, and the support and strength that I found within this group truly helped me make what was a very difficult decision. I had to go to grow, and without this group, that wouldn't have been, and my mentor, that would have been a lot more challenging. And also inspired by the change. There's no longer a fear that I see with a lot of people in this group or everyone in this group to change. And even those small changes lead us on way different trajectories than we could have ever imagined. So some of that is because we now carry the power of knowledge with us that we've acquired throughout this class. And again, as I continued to look through my notes, I think it was 2 sessions ago. So I started out with day 1, and now 2 sessions ago, we were told the mantra to turn our 2s into 4s, that it's not happening to us, but things are happening for us. So we've all been through a lot of things together during the last 6 months. And I really want to thank each and every one of the speakers, the mentors, my classmates, for being there for us, for being there for me, and really just challenging one another to step into our power and to be our best selves. So as we continue forward from this class, I really want to encourage each of you that when those doubts creep up, to not think why me, but try me. And I know I mentioned that another time, but it is definitely something that is my mantra that I carry through whenever those doubts creep up. So just remember, not why me, but try me. You got this, we've got this. We're there for each other. So pick up your pen and continue to write the story that you're already starring in. Thank you so much for sharing this journey with me. And I look forward to continuing it with each and every one of you.
Thank you so much, Tracy. Barbara.
Thank you, Samantha. And wow, Tracy, that was just great. So hello, everyone. My name is Barbara Roscoe Valdivia, and I am proud to say today that I'm a LEAD San Diego Advance 2021 graduate. And yes, I said yes. I said yes to my essence. I said yes to being resilient and yes to being a leader. As I began this 6-month journey with my colleagues today, fully virtual, meeting every other Wednesday, we shared so much. We grew so much. And we learned from some great speakers. I recall Ms. Thomas from Synergy Coaching talk about our essence. Essence? What is essence? Supposedly newborn babies are born with it. It's that pure greatness when you're born. Then as we get older, we start to put on this armor, and that takes away from our essence. Essence, even saying it out loud, it sounds really strong and convincing. Say it with me. Essence. And we learned that your essence is your greatest asset. We broke out into our breakout groups and we were asked to look at our colleague in the virtual box and kind of give some comments, some positive comments. What qualities show up when they are in the room? So we had to look at them in the virtual box. What do we see? We took turns focused on one person providing positive words to each other. When it was my turn, I jotted down their comments. Leadership, engaged, cheerful, assertive, confident, organized, an initiator, and thoughtful. Honestly, I was really shocked to hear those words. Not that I didn't believe I have these qualities, but for others to see them virtually, I was truly amazed. Through these types of exercises, I started to learn to start trusting the process. Learn from what others see in you and to not get in your way. Truly, I believe that one of my superpowers is in-person networking. But when these powerful words came off the virtual screen, that is a confidence builder, super positive, because that's my essence. So my greatest asset is my essence. So yes, I'm saying yes to my essence. Another great highlight of the LEAD Advance program was that I was able to be partnered with a mentor. I was partnered with Rip Rippentoe of the San Diego Convention Center. And my first impression, when they told me who I had, in my head, I was like, oh my gosh. The convention center was just finishing up with the unaccompanied minors. They had just finished up with housing the homeless during the pandemic. And I really thought Rip wouldn't have too much time for me. And boy, was I completely wrong. Right away, he reached out to me. He wanted us to get on a regular schedule, meeting on the get some meetings on the calendar. And we hit it off right off the bat. If anyone knows me, I surround myself with people with purpose and passion. And in my mind, I'm saying this may work, and it sure did. We did not miss a meeting, and if we had to rearrange, we were very flexible in doing so. I soon came to find out that he was truly genuine, a servant leader, and quite humble. He's running this huge San Diego Convention Center. But anyway, he was truly intentional, laser focused, and we will cover some things, but what he drilled into me, core values, core values, core values, right? And then I started to see a trend through these different speakers that we had. They would talk about core values, and it became a consistent theme. Whether they called it, what do you stand for? How do you show up, right? It is still your core values. So Rip and I moved on to talk about leadership styles, emotional intelligence, trust, career trajectory, and the work-life balance. I truly believe in mentor programs. And I want to take the time now to show my true gratitude to Rip for taking the time uh, for being my mentor. Oh my God, I don't want to start crying. And I truly enjoyed learning from him, and I hope he learned something from me. And I look forward to seeing how we can turn this mentorship into a sponsorship. Sponsors are those that will wear your shirt, that barber shirt, that shirt where when those discussions are made with promotions or new job opportunities, they'll think, are they going to be wearing your shirt? With that, I want to thank Blue Shield of California and my manager, Stephanie, for giving me the opportunity to take the time to be here at Lead Advance. And of course, I want to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity to share a few insights of this 6-month journey through Lead Advance program that impacted my job journey and how I said yes to being resilient, saying yes to being an authentic leader, and of course, saying yes to my true essence.
Thank you, Barbara. Yes to essence. And thank you, Tracy. When you said lift your pen, I lifted my pen. Keep writing that story. Watching you both grow this year, it feels like it's 6 months, has been just so inspirational. Watching each of you grow has been so inspirational. Thank you for letting me be a part of it. All right. So now we are going to highlight our graduates and list them by name. We will be going alphabetically by first name. So graduates, please make sure that you have your cameras on. You will be highlighted individually. I will be reading off the names nice and slowly, so that way you all have a chance to be on camera. Again, thank you all for being here, and let's get started. Amisha Taylor, Human Resources Recruiter for the Port of San Diego. Andrea Caldwell, Associate Director, Community and Government Relations for the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance. Barbara Orozco Valdivia, Community Relations and Stakeholder Engagement Manager for the Blue Shield of California. Bridget Drury, Senior Accountant for the City of Carlsbad. Carla Nesbitt Stokes, Internal Training with Correlation Inc. Christiane Panunari, Director of College and Community Relations for Cuyamaca College. Daniela Vituone, Manager of Governance for Encore Advantage, LLC. Eva Fredberg, Owner and Director of Finance and HR for Ivari GIS Consulting. Hazy Pippo, Director of Human Resources for Episcopal Community Services. Holly Assen, Special Waste Sales Coordinator of Southern California for Republic Services. Jenna Anderson, Marketing Manager for San Diego Public Library Foundation. Jennifer Reichard, Director of Counseling and Psychological Services for San Diego State University. Jennifer Stanley, Director of Development, Student Affairs and Campus Diversity for San Diego State University. Jillian Rodriguez, Business and Program Analyst for Navy Region Southwest. Lieutenant Commander Jody Bierman is Lieutenant Commander Deputy Director Total Force Management for U.S. Navy, Navy Region Southwest. Katie Craig, Volunteer and Intern Coordinator of Reality Changers. Krista Van Tassel, Employee Communications Manager for SDG&E. Kristen Martinez Mialco, Director of Operations for Balboa Park Cultural Partnership. Kristen Howell, Vice President and Head of Business Development for Meisner Jacket Commercial Real Estate. Leslie Schultz, Director of Organizational Development for Encore Capital Midland Credit Management. Maggie White, Contracts Administrator for General Dynamics NASCO. Mari Ruiz, Associate Management Analyst for the City of San Diego Fleet Operations Department. Michelle Jackson, Quality Assurance and Compliance Manager for Options for All. Netta Stevens, Director and Reflective Writing Specialist with San Diego State University Pre-College Institute. Nadine Blanco, Senior Management Analyst with the City of San Diego. Padma Nagapan, Senior Public Relations Manager with Civilian. Rosa Cabrera, Administrative Manager for Episcopal Community Services. Roxanne Farkas, Associate Director, Career Center of UC San Diego. Sabrina Lopiccolo, Senior Communications Specialist, Public Information Officer for the San Diego County Regional Airport Authority. Tanzania Ware, Environmental Programs Manager for SDG&E. Teresa Hodges, Engineering Technician 2 for the City of Carlsbad. Tracy Staten, Recreation Area Manager for the City of Encinitas. Veronica Machado, Director of Development and Community Relations for the Chicano Federation of San Diego County. And Yarmilia Tona, Principal International Trade Compliance Analyst for Northrop Grumman. Thank you so much for being here these past 6 months. We celebrate you today and are so thankful for you to be a part of this LEAD family. You are all a part of this huge network, and we can't wait to keep cheering you on and watching you succeed and make a difference in our region. Thank you all, and thanks for all that could join us today, and we look forward to seeing you soon.